Hey guys, it's Keto Kaya. What's up? So I'm making this video today. I really wanted to make a video because I have been feeling like there's just been so much negativity around dairy products and dairy that I have to make this video. Because okay. So first of all, this whole dairy stuff, I noticed that it was I want to say the 2000s that it started with the plant-based milks and all this stuff. Oh, okay, plant-based milk, plant-based milk. Like it started getting popular and all this stuff. And with the plant-based milks and all that, I never really drunk them. I tried soy milk sometimes, but I never really was into them and stuff. But yeah, I noticed that over the years, starting in the 2000s and stuff and all that, more and more there's been more of this plant-based milk wave or whichever. And I just want to say my thoughts on it and all that and what I think about it. And I don't, the plant-based milks have had a bad effect on me. That's why I don't drink them. I just am not into them at all. I don't like the taste at all. And I just feel like there's a lot of I've noticed more and more there's been more and more negative propaganda towards the dairy and all that stuff. People are saying oh, dairy causes mucus, and oh, dairy does this, and dairy causes stomach problems and all this stuff. And I'm sorry, but I just don't believe it's true. The stuff with the whole mucus being in dairy, it's crazy. It doesn't make any sense to me. I've been having dairy my whole life since I was a kid. Having dairy, cheese, lots of cheese and stuff, and dairy and all this stuff. And yeah, I do feel that these plant-based milks are really shutting down the dairy industry and stuff. And the thing that's really sad to me is people, they don't realize that these plant-based milks, there's vitamins in them, whatever, but they add the vitamins, they're synthetic. It's not real vitamins, you're getting real nutrition from them or whichever. Okay, so for instance, let's look at this now. I have the ingredients here on the side of almond breeze. Let's look at almond breeze ingredients. So almond breeze, filtered water, almonds, that's in parentheses or whatever, calcium carbonate, sea salt, potassium citrate, sunflower lecithin, gellan gum, natural flavors, vitamin A palmitate, vitamin D2, alpha tocopherol, natural vitamin E, or whichever. So pretty much it's just a cocktail of just synthetic vitamins. That's all it is. That's all that you're getting. And I mean, it's really sad because every time that I would have these plant-based milks, I kind of fell into the whole plant-based milk thing because I fell into it for a while. I never really was really into it or whatever. I would do the coconut milk, but I would always look at the ingredients and it would say gellan gum and carrageenan and stuff, and it's this is just weird. And I noticed that sometimes when I'd have the plant-based milks, I would have a really bad inflammatory effects, terrible effects that I was having with them. My skin would break out and all this stuff, really bad breakouts and stuff. So it's I'm just hoping people wake up and kind of look at the ingredients that are in these plant-based milks and they really see, because it's okay, you're looking at these ingredients of all this added stuff instead of versus a glass of fresh milk, which the ingredients on the bottle only say whole milk. That's so simple, so I don't know, I just feel that it's just so weird. Yeah, so with the whole plant-based milk things, I don't know, I've been told many different things. I've looked on websites and stuff and things and information and stuff. I've been told by okay, yeah, it was for instance, my mom has told me, she's black people, we can't really digest dairy, we milk, that's not really for us or whichever, and it's just kind of I don't know, I've always heard that, so that kind of is what for a minute got me okay, let me have plant-based milks, maybe I am lactose intolerant because I'm black or whichever, maybe that's my genetics or whichever, but it really is just not true. It's just not. It's just no. if you think about it, like all the years that people have been drinking milk, like for how many years, like since the dawn of time, whichever, but they were drinking raw milk. So that's completely different than the milk that we have today in the store. Like in the store today, this is pasteurized milk. And the pasteurized milk, like that's what is most likely causing the stomach aches, because you're boiling all the bacteria out of it, all the good nutrients and everything. Like, so pretty much like pasteurized milk, like it's not even really like natural. I mean, it's still good. It's still better than, oh yeah, way better than this like plant-based shit. But I mean, raw milk is like the best milk that you can have. That's like what your body is like made to digest. So yeah, so it's just like, I just feel it's just really sad, because it's like, you know, there's gonna be like if you look at like, I don't know, to me, I just look at it and I've seen the plant-based milk wave, and I am noticing that like each generation that they're getting like shorter and shorter, and it's like, okay, like this stuff that they're trying to like make these like mimic real food, like, okay, this is a plant-based milk that you're mimicking real milk with nut milk, like made out of nuts. Like, I mean, come on, like, would real like humans, will we really be like taking nuts and like making milk like back then, like time and time ago? Like, would we really be doing this shit? No. Like, so I don't know, it's just, it's pretty crazy. And it's like, you know your hair growth, bones, teeth, like all that stuff, you need calcium for all that stuff. Like, definitely, like calcium makes your hair grow really nicely, like really long, really good. Calcium's really good for you. It's good for your bones, your teeth, and everything. Like, so this whole thing, like, is, I feel like it's just an agenda that they're just using. It's just more of an agenda just to just pull you away from what you naturally should be eating and what is natural. It's more of just trying to replace what is natural with something that's basically fake. That's what it basically is. That's all that it is. Like, okay, let's turn like cheeses into nut cheeses. Let's turn milk into nut milks and stuff. Just strip away. At first, the process is already stripped away from the milk being pasteurized. Then we're gonna go ahead and take it like 20 steps further, and let's just feed you nut milk, coconut milk, and this stuff. Like, so that's just my view on it. And it's just, I really hope that people like wake up to eventually see this, to see like, okay, like this is just kind of weird or whichever. Like, I just hope that people see like, okay, this nut milk stuff, that this is like, wow. So yeah, so that's just my video. I just wanted to, give my shout out to dairy, because I love milk, I love dairy, and I stand by the dairy industry, and I love dairy. So there you go. That's my video.